Hey friends, how you doing out there? I want to share with you, I've been reading this book, rereading it. It's called How to Win Friends and Influence People. It's written by Dale Carnegie, one of the most influential books of all time. If you want to learn how to deal with people and be influential and get and have friends, it's a great book. And I want to talk to you about section one. Now, section one is divided into three parts, three short chapters. I'm going to tell you briefly about what each chapter is about. Okay, so chapter number one, the whole section one is called Fundamental Techniques in Handling People. Okay, and chapter one of section one is if you want to gather honey, don't kick over the hive. And what this is talking about in this chapter, to tell you briefly, is it's telling you do not condemn people, don't criticize people. If you're in a conversation with somebody and you know they're wrong or you know that somebody's done something wrong, they say one of the worst things you can do is just condemn them or criticize them, because what this will do is it'll just make them resent you, and instead of helping them, maybe realize what's wrong there, they'll back themselves in the corner, and you guys will get into an argument, and they'll begin to resent you and dislike you. So, if all else, try not to condemn or criticize. Try to seek to understand, it says, instead of trying to criticize or condemn. Okay, chapter number 2 is called The Big Secret of Dealing with People. And they say the big secret of dealing with people is to appeal to the number one craving of humans. One of the number one cravings of humans is to be appreciated. Okay, to feel like they're important, to be encouraged. We have to show sincere appreciation for people. Okay, encourage them. We don't want to be fake about it, but we want to be sincere in our appreciation for people. We don't want to use flattery, because that's fake, and people know that's fake. But chapter 2 of section 1 was about showing sincere appreciation. They said most people crave to be appreciated or to be paid attention to, or to be told that, hey, you did a great job. I'm happy to, I'm proud. I appreciate what you did. Okay, and then the last chapter of section 1, chapter 3 is called, If You Do This, You Will Have the Whole World, and if you don't do it, you'll walk alone. And here's what it talks about. It talks about when if you're in conversation with somebody or, something like that. Most people don't want to hear all about you. So begin by asking a question about them and allow them to talk about themselves. And you know what people will say, even though you might only say 2 or 3 words, they'll say, wow, that person is a great conversationalist because you were a great listener. It says it talks about a story in the beginning, like if you're fishing and, if you want to be interesting or you want a fish to be attracted to your hook, you better put something on that hook that the fish is attracted to. Bait the hook with what the fish wants. The fish doesn't want ice cream. The fish doesn't want a rock on a string. The fish wants a worm. It wants a minnow. It wants that lure. And one of the main things it talks about is see the other person's point of view, which is probably the main interesting point of this whole book that they're trying to get you to understand, is that they want you to see the other person's point of view. Step outside yourself, begin to understand it from the other side. Let me open my ears and my heart up and understand what this other person is really saying. And then I will be, a person who has lots of friends and be influential. If you can't do that, you won't. So this was a brief synopsis or summary of How to Win Friends and Influence People, section 1, which is called Fundamental Techniques in Handling People. And I talked about the first 3 chapters of section 1. I hope you enjoyed. Thank you.